Hey guys, my name is Danny, and I am reporting to you live from beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. Hope everyone can hear me all right. Tonight I'm going to be going over our plan of action for our primary recommendation and our secondary recommendation as well. Our primary recommendation is that the focus remain on the Sun Belt region. There has been such a success and so much infrastructure and marketing dollars allocated towards this region that until brand awareness has really reached a level that the company is happy with and the market share has grown in these areas, this really should be the center focus, the focal point of um, your guys' marketing plan. So this can be accomplished to continue to expand reach into local communities to create brand awareness. And this can be done by three different ways. Working with local charities to have co-sponsored events. Since the 2008 financial crisis, it's no secret that customers have had uh, bad impressions and distrust in big banks and have looked through other sources of managing their money that wouldn't necessarily be tied directly to them. By working with local charities and caring about the events and the things that matter to the people within those communities, you're gonna BBVA will be able to build those relationships with those customers that will increase the likelihood of them becoming clients in the future. The next suggestion is to only acquire banks that align with your company image. There has been a bit of a pattern of acquiring different banks in the growth stage that may or may not align with what your company stands for and the customers that you guys currently have. And we suggest steering away from this. In the growth stage, while trying to determine your place within the market, it's really important to focus on what you know and build upon that and see where that can take you. Our third suggestion is to target communities with a dense population of immigrants who may be more familiar with BBVA. Uh, this company has enormous potential in that they're an international company who has long-standing ties with multiple European and South American and Central American countries. And by targeting in on the communities who may already have more of an awareness of BBVA, you'll have an increased likelihood of being able to convert them into clients. And moving on to our secondary recommendations, um, use a significant portion of your budget towards promoting the NBA, WNBA, D League, and NCAA partnerships. And there's a few different ways that we have that we suggest you accomplish this by, but the overall significance of this is can't be measured. The amount of people who watch NBA, WNBA, D League, and the NCAA bowl games is far more than most marketing campaigns will be able to reach. Uh, Easy ways to make your brand noticeable and memorable when thinking about these events is to create clothing or memorabilia which sponsors the different athletes or the different events that are going on that people can take home or buy for their friends or family, and it will just be another little constant reminder what about how that company aligns with uh, the similar interests of their customers. Another idea is to give free tickets away to these different events. As mentioned in the case, uh, there were incentives for online customers who completed a purchase or completed a application and met certain requirements that would receive a free iPod Nano or some other incentive. And these free tickets can be another incentive just in the same way. Find people who are really excited about the different teams that are in the NBA, WNBA, D League, and target them because they'll have an interest in completing an application or signing up for a new account if they know that they'll be able to receive free tickets to go see their favorite sports team. An idea that we also have for more of a grand prize trip would be a trip to the NCAA bowl game that you guys sponsor. It would be like an all expenses paid hotel, the whole shebang, and lots of companies do this every year, and it's something that customers can get excited about and can tell their friends about, and is just really good for brand equity. Our secondary recommendation is to increase the budget allocation to offline advertising in Birmingham, Dallas, and Houston. And this is really just to make sure you don't lose the market share that you've already gathered in those regions. And the easiest and cheapest way to do that is just to increase billboards and subway advertising and all other passive advertising that people witness on a day-to-day basis. The third secondary recommendation is to improve the customer's in-store experience. As much as a company can offer or provide really just depends on what that customer is looking for. So making sure that you know what that customer is looking for and are able to provide it is going to be the key difference between keeping a customer and losing a customer. Different ways that you can increase customer participation and provide customer appreciation is by offering educational classes to your customers, maybe something along the lines of retirement planning or estate planning, or just different pieces of knowledge that people amongst the bank may have that would be useful or serve a benefit to the customers within that branch's district. And that leads me into the second one, is to tailor each branch towards the community it serves. It needs to feel like a familiar place to these people when they come into your branch for the first time. And the third is to just streamline the customer experience. We want to make sure the customer knows what he's paying for and is happy to be paying it. All right, now I'd like to pass it off to Joe, who's going to talk about some alternatives.